Good morning. Yes, we are in my kitchen. But no, this is not a cooking show. We will not be doing any kind of cooking. But we will be talking about developments in food processing, in the developments and evolution of human species and our lineage. Now, one of the things that's the most important part of the development of the human species and other members of our lineage is the evolution of brain size and capacity. We've already talked about bipedalism and how that helped and how that worked. But one of the biggest things, certainly between the shift between late Australopithecines into the genus Homo, is these large jumps in cranial capacity. Now, how is that accomplished? Well, certainly one of the most important parts of that, or fuels to that evolution, was the increased protein intake in our diets. So, where did that come from? Well, the best place to get it is actually animal flesh, meat. Okay? So, given that, how exactly did we get it? Did we hunt it? Well, evidence suggests that at least the earliest members of our genus, the genus Homo, did not hunt. Okay, they were scavengers. So, what kind of meat did they get at? Well, most of the time, when an animal, like such a predator, such as a lion or a leopard, goes for a kill, the first things to go are going to be the hindquarters, the abdomen area, okay, so all the fleshy good bits in here, the organs, the throat. These are all areas that are very easily exposed, do not have a whole lot of protection from the skeleton. Now, what does that leave for us, or for any other scavengers? Well, one of the things that leaves, okay, is ribs. Alright, so here we've got a set of beef back ribs, and this is going to serve as a bit of a model for us as to show exactly how humans, early members of the genus Homo, might have actually gotten at this meat. Alright, well, first of all, what kind of implements do we have at our disposal to get at this? Well, how do other animals get at meat? Well, other animals such as, or other primates such as apes and certain monkeys like baboons, such as this fellow here, use their really sharp, very long canines. But humans haven't really had that for a very long time at this point. And certainly early members of the genus Homo did not have long canines like this. And, in addition, long canines like this are not exactly great for getting at the spaces between the ribs where all the meat is. So, we didn't have them, and they wouldn't have been a help anyway. So, what else do we have at our disposal? Well, that's right, tools. We were developing tools. Now, it's entirely likely that some sort of wooden tools and implements, like we've seen used by other great apes, such as chimpanzees, probably were used by the genus Homo and even probably the genus Australopithecus prior to the development of stone tools. The problem is that wooden tools, the best you can do, you can't really get an edge. The best you can do for getting at this kind of meat or something like that would be to sort of perforate along the edge of the bone and then try and maybe rip. But, as we'll show you in just a minute, ripping this kind of meat is not very easy. So, stone tools are definitely the way to go. And I just happen to have some right here. Now, first thing I'm going to do, I have to cut these open. So, as you saw, this is that pretty heavy plastic that ribs normally come in, and that just ripped open real easy. Okay. And here we go. Nice set of beef back ribs. Now, how am I going to get at this? Well, one of the things that's pretty great and easy to do, stone tools just cut right along the bones. See how easy this flesh comes right off. I'll just continue cutting right along here. Now, these stone tools are a little bit more advanced than what the earliest members of our genus had. These are stone blades. Probably didn't come into existence or developed until more modern members of our genus, such as ourselves. Most of the time, I guess most of the tools used by certainly by Homo habilis would have been Oldowan tools. Remember that, Oldowan, old tools. Okay, but that's not what it means. And those would have been large cobbles with the ends shaped to be pointed, somewhat bladed. Okay, but in general, the cutting utility is not all that much improved. This does improve upon it, but not enough to make a huge difference for our purposes here. Okay, so you can see how easily this cuts. Now, this doesn't rip. The reason why is because there's 3 different layers of muscle through here. The outer 2 going in the same direction, in a diagonal direction, across them from one rib to the next. And then the middle one goes in the opposite direction. So they're very densely woven and very strong together, mostly because this is an important part of protection and dealing with breathing and things of that sort. These are very important muscles, and they can't really afford to be weak. So they're very difficult. You can't rip it apart. We don't have sharp teeth. Sharp teeth can't really get in here. Tools are really the best way to go. And let's show you here. Cut one area, cut the next, and boom, there you go. We can cut it right off the bone, just like that. No problem. It's good stuff. Now, I'll let you get back to your studies. I'm going to finish butchering this, try and marinate it, have some ribs tonight. See you guys later.